Assalamualaikum dear students. How are you? I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Here I am Kamrun, assistant teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 4, today I am going to take your English language class, and our today's topic is future tense. And like present and past tense, future tense do has 4 forms in it. And what are they? Look at the board. Future, simple or indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Let's get started with future indefinite tense. So when do we use future indefinite tense? We use future indefinite tense to make a promise or predict a possibility in future. That means the action or condition will begin and end in the future, and the structure is subject plus shall or will plus verb 1, that means the present or base form of the verb, plus extension. And we use shall after I and we. I shall, we shall. And we use will after the rest of the subject. That means they will, you will, she will, he will, or any singular or plural subject we will use will. And we use shall after I and we. Okay. Now example. They will go to the village. Now look at this sentence. This is the prediction that I made for future. And another example, I shall not leave my friend. That means I made a promise for future. So we use future indefinite tense to show, to make a promise or to predict a possibility in future, and the action will begin and end in the future. And now future continuous tense. So when do we use future continuous tense? We use future continuous tense to define an action that will be occur at a certain point in the future. Okay, let's have the structure. Subject plus shall be or will be plus verb along with ing plus extension. An example, she will be coming at 5 o'clock. Now look, according to the structure, we use will be after the subject and the verb with ing, then the rest of the sentence, that means the extension. And we also use future continuous tense to make announcement. Okay, let's have an example. Station master might say, the train will be coming at 9 p.m. So this is the announcement. The station master make this announcement for future. That means the train will come at 9 p.m. will be coming at 9 p.m. So we use continuous tense to make an announcement or to show an action that will be happening at a certain point in the future. Now future perfect tense, and we use future perfect tense to show an action which will occur in the future before another action takes place. That means there will be two actions and another action will occur before another action happen or takes place. Okay. Now the structure: subject plus shall have or will have plus verb 3, that means the past participle form of the verb, plus extension. And we know that there are three forms of verbs: present, past and past participle of past participle, and you should know the conjugation of verb to understand verb 1, verb 2 and verb 3. Now the example: I shall have finished the work before he comes. We can also write here before he will come. Now look, I shall have finished the work before he comes. So there are two words. So before he comes, I shall have finished the work. So this is the future perfect tense. Okay. Let me give you another example. She will have reached home by now. So this is another example of future perfect tense. Now perfect continuous tense. We use perfect continuous tense to show that something will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. Okay, structure is subject plus shall have been or will have been plus verb with ing plus extension. And the example is we shall have been waiting for you until you come back. So what we have learned that future perfect continuous tense will be used to show an action that will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. That means until you come back, we shall have been waiting for you. So this is future perfect continuous tense. And we use shall and will according to the subject. We use shall after I and we, and we use will after the rest of the subjects of the word. Now, there is a homework for you. This is homework number 3. Make 2 sentences with each type of future tense. That means you will make 2 sentences with future indefinite tense, 2 sentences with future continuous tense, 2 sentences with perfect tense, and 2 sentences with future perfect continuous tense. So that means there will be 8 sentences and you will make it by yourself. So dear students, what we have learned from our today's lesson: the structure of the future tense and the types of the future tense, and when do we use future tense in our sentences. And listen, we use hardly future perfect continuous tense in our conversation. Again, actually we will try to avoid this type of sentences in our conversation. And that's all for today. Hope you have understood our today's topic. Keep practicing at home and do your homework regularly. And you will submit your homework on every Sunday from 8 AM to 4 PM in the school library. And it's very important because your SBA, CT and diary marks will be given on the basis of submitting your submitting your homework copies. So do your assigned homework and submit it on time. See you again. Allah Hafiz.